You're listening to the Manifesting Miracles podcast. By tuning in today, you're dialing into your frequency of abundance. I'm Michelle J. Lamont, your manifestation master and guide. Ever since 2016, I've been obsessively dedicating my life to uncovering, dissecting, and analyzing every aspect of the practices and modalities in which we call manifestation. You see, you are truly more powerful than you can even imagine and fully capable of manifesting miracles on the daily. I'm going to teach you how to attract a life beyond your wildest dreams using your own divine power. So let's get started manifesting your miracles right now. So today isn't just another day. Okay, so today is an extraordinary day for me. It isn't what I thought I would be recording today, but it's exactly 1 year since Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton completely destroyed and changed my life. I want to share what this year has taught me about manifesting when everything that you've built feels like it's being swept away. Now, if this is your first time listening, don't worry. This isn't about my tragedies. This is about tools that keep creation alive. And if this is your first time listening, please know that we have a big library. This is episode 300 and something. I can't even remember right now. And I am Michelle Juanita Lamont, a manifestation master, author, speaker, and coach, and I'm here to change your life. So let's get into it. All right, so let's go back to Hurricane Helene. It's the night before the storm. My neighbor down the street and all my neighbors, if you haven't listened to the podcast, it gives it in great detail. Go listen. Everybody is feeling like this storm is going to pass. It's no big deal. And I'm trusting the Floridians because I'm a full-on Texan. I don't know these things. I've never grown up in storms. Tornado down in Oklahoma, maybe. So my neighbor, who, if you go and listen to the other podcast, you'll know, we weren't friends when I moved here because they had a lot of MAGA flags and stuff in their front yard, and it's just too extreme for me. And after that, her husband passed away. We became friends. Now we're very, very close, like sisters. And the morning of the hurricane, she's a boat captain. She had charted the waters and realized that the storm was going to kill us. If we stayed in our houses, the storm was going to kill us. And that morning, I just ordered DoorDash. I was about to just watch the storm go past me. I'd seen a bunch of dolphins in the back. I lived on a canal, so there was dolphins in the backyard. Usually don't see dolphins if it's not safe. I saw dolphins. I felt safe. She comes calling on my door and tells me we have to leave in 45 minutes. I've never left anything in 45 minutes. Imagine having to pack up your dogs, your house, every possession that you think is important, and find a place to live in 45 minutes, and just wrapping your head around it at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. The storm was hitting. It was coming to St. Pete, and we were going to die. And she made that very clear. She goes, if you're not out your door in 45 minutes, I'm gone. And she saved my life. Now, the next day, the hurricane came, and the video from my neighbor's house was very disturbing. If I had stayed, my dogs would have died. My car would have been flooded. I definitely wouldn't be here making these podcasts. I think I would have drowned, saving my dogs or something. I know my life was saved that day. But I lost it all. I lost every possession I have. The home that I lived in for 3.5 years. The couch that I just finished paying off. I lost it all. And in between Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, my brother Johnny died. And because I was escaping a second hurricane on the day of his funeral, and I'd lost everything, I couldn't even go and mourn him. And I went from Motel 6, literally, I'd never even known this place existed. And I got interviewed on Fox News because I'm the unofficial spokesperson of hurricanes now. Every year a hurricane comes to our area, one of these national outlets calls me and says, "How's it going, Michelle?" And I get on national TV in the middle of the freaking hurricane. You can see me on Fox News. You can see me on the Weather Channel. I don't know how they picked me, but the universe always puts the spotlight on me, right? I did this practice a while ago that when chaos happens, spotlight shines. It's in another episode. You can go listen. But it has been disorienting. I went from motels to hotels to motels to arguing with my landlord to Airbnbs to being scammed, not once, not twice, but 3 times, $35,000. And all of those are on the podcast from this time last year when I say how I survived it, right? And going and living through all of that, I can tell you one thing. Here's what the storms, literal and emotionally, taught me about manifesting. First, the most important thing is to ground first and create second. You see, when everything was chaos, we learned our fragile nervous system needs to be regulated. And that, my friends, is the real trick about manifesting, because you're living in survival way past the day that the hurricane came. It's a whole year later to the day today. And I woke up at 4:45 in the morning with this total sense of complete panic. So we have to learn how to regulate our bodies. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did today so I could take my dogs to the dog park, go watch the sunrise and pray and meditate, record this podcast today, have coaching clients, 3 different coaching clients today from 12 to 6. A home vet is coming to my house today because Wayne's got an ear problem and Dolly has a gland issue. All of this today, and I'll walk down to the beach at the end of the day and watch this sunset just as I watch this sunrise. That's about regulation. I'm projecting into my reality a manifestation that hasn't actually occurred, and that's how I got here. So let's talk about the thing that happened at 4:45. So I wake up at 4:45 and I feel like I've got to get up and leave. Like I literally felt like, oh my God. And I get up, I sit up, and I'm like feeling like it's Hurricane Helene day. And everything knows it. Like I know it's Hurricane Helene, and it's Hurricane Milton right around the corner, right? And so the first thing I could feel panic, panic. And I said, okay, Michelle, let's do our 90-second reset. And here's what I did. And here's what you're going to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. Name 5 things you can see. 5 things you can see. Do it right now, just so you know how to do this in the future. Remember, just use your hands. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can feel, even if it's you. I can feel my arms. I can feel my legs. I can feel my body on the bed. I can feel my head against the pillow. 3, hear. Name 3 things you can hear. I can hear Wayne snoring. I can hear the fan. And I can hear a little bird outside chirping. It was like this little, it might be a tree frog or something. 2 things you can smell. I can smell my body odor. I can smell Wayne. 1, taste. I can taste the spit in my mouth. And that 90-second regulation really transformed my day to be able to get up, to be able to review my life, to look at everything on a level that, like, look what I fucking did and look what I manifested, right? The second thing is to use visualization to allow your circumstances to change. So even while I was displaced, moving from Airbnb to Airbnb to Airbnb, being scammed, and now I'm still in debt from the storm, being deceived, being lied to, being manipulated. When you're down at your worst, it's when you're most vulnerable. And if I had to do it over again, I know now how I would handle everything, right? You learn from everything and you grow. But I kept the vision of living by the water. And a lot of people might say, Michelle, you're insane. Like, you barely got out alive. How come you are not running for the hills? Why you're not looking for a desert like it's Sedona or something? Because I'm a water baby and I have a salt altar and I made a commitment to this and I love this and I want to be here. So I kept the vision that I would somehow find my salt life, somehow have something miraculous and beautiful and wonderful. And the vision of living by the water never changed. Although that house was destroyed and that relationship with the person who was my landlord, she was quite the she was very much a boomer that voted against women and very selfish, very greedy, and lied and manipulated me. And I trusted her because I felt like she was like a mom, and she really wasn't. And I put too much trust into things and not enough into myself. And that's why we're going to do these steps. So we have our first regulation of our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, feel, hear, smell, taste. I'm sorry. See, feel, hear, smell, taste. Yeah, I did that right. All right. In my mind, sometimes I'm dyslexic. So, all right. So the next thing was keeping the vision alive. I never stopped teaching my workshops. I never stopped recording my podcast. I never stopped moving. I had a goal. I had a dream that I would be back at my old house or I would be by the ocean somehow, some way. And I kept that dream alive. I kept talking about the dolphins. I kept talking about the salt air. So when your external reality is crumbling, your mental picture is the blueprint. You have to keep rehearsing it. And everybody kept saying, well, you're going to move back to Dallas. You're going to leave Florida. No, the universe, if the universe wanted me gone, it would kick me all the way the fuck out of Florida. It just wanted me out of that house. It wanted to give me my dream life. And it was going to cost me my old one to get it. And in fact, I just hosted my very first dream retreat, which I'm going to talk about in my next episode. But in that, I said, one of the ladies at the retreat said, you know, in this one episode, you said, you literally manifested it. You said, I would never leave this house. It would take a hurricane to get me out of here. Be careful what you say, because when you speak words of intention, the universe is listening. When I said I wanted to have a dream beach life where I could have the ocean in front of me and the ocean behind me, it came. I manifested a $1 million beach house, and that's a separate episode. So I want you to go look at it without any money. So I want you to go listen to that episode. But I never changed the blueprint in my mind. And so let's talk about receiving help as part of the manifestation, because I've been homeless since the age of 10. And if you know my story, you know my story. But if you don't, you can go and listen. So it was very hard to be living in a city where you'd made friends, but you don't really know if they're like real friends or fake friends or what kind of friends they are. But the friends who stepped in weren't charity. They were part of the universe's delivery system. And from the second it happened, Katie stepped up. Taylor stepped up. My niece Haley would call me constantly. My niece Coco texted me. My sister-in-laws were checking in on me. My brother Jacques was checking in on me. My brother William was harassing me, but checking in on me. I had somebody stalking me during the time, and I also lost, not physically, but the relationship with my aunt. So I lost everything I owned, the one person I was closest to in the world, a brother who died, and I got to see that all the family I really needed, the universe had already provided for me with Katie and Michelle and Chantaquillette and Taylor and Suzanne and Christine and all these people who just stepped up and brought the armies with them. They're like, oh, these people are going to help you do this, and these people are going to help you do this. And the universe was like, Michelle, you were worried and you were scared, but we were always protecting you because you lead with your heart, but you think strategically. So as somebody who never accepts help and never asks for help, I'm always the person doling out the advice. I'm always the person telling people like, hey, let me help you with this, and here's a resource for here, and blah, blah, blah. It was very difficult for me to accept help, and it made me realize that part of my shadow was still needing to be worked on. So as you're opening up these frequencies, old triggers and old traumas come back just to show you that, hey, you've come so far and you've got a long way to go, but you're doing it, baby. And now a year later, I'm sitting in a podcast studio that a psychic predicted I would have when I left Dallas in 2020. It took 5 years to get here. 6 hurricanes, 2 that actually hit. And I'm in a state where I never could have been in a year ago. I couldn't see the forest for the trees, but I kept the dream alive by doing those 3 steps. Really making sure I know how to ground myself first before I create. Understanding that keeping the vision alive and seeing myself visualize being back at the beach and being something wonderful and miraculous and the dogs loving it and having a pool and just falling out of the sky. You have to go back and listen to the episode of this year in March when I manifested my $1 million beach house, like for real. Second time. And the last is receiving help, because saying yes to help is saying yes to the manifestation. And the friends who stepped in over and over and over again are reflections of all the energy that I've put into the universe to allow my reality to shift. So if you're in your own storm right now, if it's grief, it's a job loss, if it's a heartbreak, if it's a tragedy, if it's something that you just cannot see your way out every day, getting out of bed, it feels like a fucking miracle, then it is. And you have, and you've survived it. And I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And you need to be so fucking proud of yourself, because this shit's hard, man. This shit is hard. It ain't easy to live in this world right now. It's not easy to be this person that manifests their reality without slipping and sliding and backsliding into pain and suffering and fear and doubt. But you got this. You were built for this, and the storm came because you were ready, not because you weren't. The storm came because you were ready. So no matter where you are right now, I want you to start by regulating your nervous system, really taking in and visualizing where you're going. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. You are the creator of your reality. Say it with me. I'm the creator of my reality. I am the storm and the solution. There you go. I am worthy. There we are. Okay. Everything I touch is turning to gold. Okay. Put it out there. Put it out there. I am ready. This shift is happening. I am stronger than the circumstance. The solution is already here. I want you to say with me, I'm cashing in on paychecks that are being written in energy that I can't see. Yeah. And as you do this, and as you bring that energy back into your reality, I want you to remember that the storm will pass, and that time will heal these things, and that you are a powerful manifestor and you are a creator. And all of these other things have to happen in order for you to see that. I don't want you living in where you are right now, even if it's 6 feet underwater. I want you to find the closest flotation device and rise up, because the manifestations that you came here to create are waiting for you. They're not hiding. They're not scared. They're not intimidated. They're ready. And so are you. So no matter what the storm is, grief, job loss, heartbreak, I want you to remember that the storm isn't a stop sign. It's an accelerant for the dreams that you are calling in. And sometimes it's going to take losing every fucking thing and breaking it all down into nothing for you to see how powerful you've always been. Now I want to invite you to join the Secret Society of Manifestors. The first month is on me because I believe in you. I want you to go right there to the show notes. What you're missing out on. Think about it. If you haven't joined, you've missed out on 9 months of improving your life, of changing your life, of meeting people from around the world, of working on your trauma, of working on your money triggers, on expanding your energy, on releasing everything with us in our community. Every Monday we set the stage for the week. This is your sign. This is what you're going to do. And then 3 times a week, including the full moon, we're going to work on workshops that should cost you $200 to $300. People are manifesting money, relationships, opportunities. They're changing their life in SSOM. And please trust and believe that I built this for you. So no matter what storm you were in, you could afford it. And if you can't, just take the first month. Take a little bit of help. Consider this the friend that you didn't have before. I'm your friend. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont. And I know you and you know me. I'm steering you in the right direction. Come with us. Come with us, my love. And I want you to start thinking about how you're going to live your life in 2026, because I am launching a 1-year program called the Soul Contract 2026. And it's very limited and you're going to have to apply to get in it. But I want you to manifest your big, bravest, boldest year ever. And I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to do it together side by side. What if you spent a whole year, 1 year of your life totally fucking dedicated to everything that was going to improve and change your life? What would your life look like? Let's go see. And I love you so much. And I'm so, so proud of everything that you've ever done. And I want you to know that the storm may test the house, but it revealed the foundation, that my dreams live in an untouchable bubble that allows me to be a co-creator, because you are the creator of your reality. So the blueprint image in your mind, the regulation of your system, reminding yourself you're not stuck in the storm every single minute of the day and living 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there in a little bit of freedom, is going to accumulate to you manifesting a life that nobody can take away from you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and everything is always working out for us. So let's say it together like we're best friends, baby. Take your right arm, wrap it around your left shoulder. Take your left arm, wrap it around your right shoulder, and squeeze. That's a hug from me, baby. Squeeze even tighter. I love you. Shift from side to side. Sway. I love you. I love you. Now say it. I love me. I love me. I love me. I love me. Michelle knows me. Michelle sees me. Michelle's sending me energy, and yes, I am. Now let's rock this energy. And in 3, this is how we always close. Not with a hug, but today we need it too. Not because you're bad or broken down and nothing is happening, but because you are creator and you need this energy from me. 1, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Now together, say it as us. Here we go. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything, everything, everything. Okay, okay, okay. Now it's time for you to do your part. We'll go right over there to the show notes or go to michellejlamont.com and sign up for your first free month of SSOM. No excuses. It is time for you to manifest your dreams. And the first month is on me, at least in 2025. If this is 2026, that might have changed. All right. I love you guys from here to eternity and to all the solar systems that we can't count. Producers, cue that motherfucking music. Sign up, sign up, sign up. Tune in to your frequency. Here we go. It's time for you to manifest your dreams. All right, producer, let's go.